Hey guys, so I'm walking along this trash dump that got bulldozed. You can see a lot of garbage strewn out everywhere. Just found this little button. Take it home and I clean it up a little bit more. Can't tell exactly what it's made from. It's not plastic, but I don't think it's metal either. I think it might be actually a wooden button. And then, see that little red dot down there? Let's get this button back in my pocket real quick. I just found a marble. I think it's a peewee. It's just little. It's kind of dirty and creek stained, so I can't tell the age on it. I'll get that home and wash that up too. And I'll look it up and we'll figure it out. Alright, so it's November and it's cold, but apparently a husky doesn't care how cold it is. And she's muddying up the water I'm trying to look in. A little turd. She's my digging buddy, that's for sure. She gets in this creek and digs like we're digging for gold. Well, every time I come further and further and further up this creek, I always think there were no more house sites past the last house site I found and that I've run out of house sites. But I'm past the house site that I thought was the last house site. That is a handle to a crock. Probably a butter churn. So if not a house, there were at least people past the last house site on this creek. Another big piece of a crock. That was considerably larger than the one I just picked up. Or the piece that I just picked up anyway. I keep hoping to find one hole in this creek, but you can see all the rock. I highly doubt there'll ever be one hole in here, but I enjoy finding the pieces. If I could ever find all the pieces, I'd put one back together, but I have so many partials, I wouldn't be able to figure out which puzzle piece fits where now. Alright, right here in the creek, underneath the tripod. It's not whole, but at least I have the entire embossed side. The funny thing is this creek never used to be over in this spot, but I found almost the entire front of a bottle. It doesn't, of course, probably whatever it was for would have been on the other side or on the sides, and they're broken off. It's Styron Becks, or maybe it's Beggs, I can't really tell if those are C's or G's, I'll have to research it when I get home. And Company, Manufacturing Chemists, Newark, Ohio. I always find it cool to find all, even if they're not whole, the history is the treasure for me. I love looking up the history of these old companies and what used to be in these bottles and how they made it here. And like I said, the creek didn't used to be here, so I find it so strange that in a creek bed I find 100-year-old bottles that, how much dirt were they under and for how long, and how did it make its way to this creek bed. Anyway, those are just some of the things I think about when I'm out here just walking. If you look, there's not much else around, so it's a beautiful place. And you just, like I always say, I always tell you guys, there's no internet signal here, so you can kind of see why. So you have a lot of time to think when you're out here walking. Well, that's going to be about it for today, I think. We didn't really find a lot. We found some evidence that there might have been a house site further up this way. And if I don't get a chance to get up here before I head back to Michigan, I will hit this spot in the spring. I don't usually come down here in the winter months because it's a little difficult to dig. I wanted to record that little, Get my hand around there without shaking the camera too much. That little red tree is the last red one up there. If I can get it to refocus. There we go. I am going to search as I walk back out of this hollow, and if I find anything, I'll turn the camera back on, and if not, that might be it. Thanks for watching.